Hey everybody. So today I'm going to make my little award-winning pound cake. I'm going to surprise my uncle and give him a pound cake. He likes pound cake. I told his daughter I was going to do it. So I'm going to show y'all how I make it. And I don't really measure. I use my hands. So I'm going to try to kind of tell y'all what I'm doing. I have everything out already. So as you can see, there's the eggs, baking soda, buttermilk, so you need 4 eggs, room temperature, 2 sticks of butter, pure vanilla extract. I like the butter extract, you give it an extra buttery taste. And that's the lemon extract, buttermilk, which I already have in the cup back there, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, sifted in a sifter of some sort. And there's my mixer. So this is what we do, what I'm going to do. Okay. So I want to keep it on the stuff, right? Give me a second. So, probably better if I do this way so I can see what I'm doing because I'm controlling the camera. There's nobody controlling it. And this thing tends to fall forwards. Uh, so, I want to get it a good way so y'all can see what I'm doing. My light, unfortunately, probably better if I go this way. Wee-hee. That make y'all dizzy? See, here we want to fall. I want to be able to get y'all to see it. See what I'm doing. Right. Okay. So, your first step that you're going to do is your butter and sugar mixture. Okay. You got, it's called creaming. So you want to cream your butter and sugar together. That makes sense why it has to be room temperature. So here's my 2 sticks. These are salted. So add no salt because it's salted. It's cream and butter. It's called sweet cream. You get any brands you like. So I'm going to add them in there. Well, you know, didn't want to come out. I guess he said he didn't want to get creamed. Ha ha. But you are. These butters giving me the blues today. Come on out of there. You gotta come out. There we go. So that's 1 stick. And then we got 1 more. I think I didn't have the wrapper opened all the way. But, you know. Have fun cooking. Cooking should be fun. You should love to do it. Anything you do in life, you should love to do. Okay, so you got your butter in there. Now I just do a quick. Now when you cream on high speed. I put mine on 9. So I'm just going to do a quick drop. And what I like about mine, it tells you what speeds work well with what whisk. I know y'all can't see that. Let me see. Right there. It tells you what to use. Low speeds, high speed, medium high. Either way. So, isn't that cool? Now, mine isn't high tech. We're trying to have some issues here. Don't do that. Mine isn't high tech, so it's just decent. There we go. It's going to get a little loud, but it's going to be quick. Okay. I just break the butter up. That's all I just did. Real quick. And now, I'm going to add my sugar. This is 2 cups of sugar. It's in there. I always keep me some, when I'm cooking, some hot dish water reading. And then you do that for about 10 minutes until it's creamy. If you got a high powered, better than mine, it might do it in less time, but you want it creamy. And I'll show you when that's done. Let that cream, because that's loud, baby. So now, with my mixer, I stop it halfway through the process and push because it seems like the sugar and butter gets on the sides. This don't rotate the bowl like those high-tech, expensive, nice ones do. So I push it down, but let me show you. Let's see if I can get that in there for you. Yeah, it's better if I do it this way. Y'all see in there? So this is not creamy yet. So I gotta whip it some more. It's still grainy. You don't want it grainy. You want to get it as creamy as you can. So I'm gonna continue that. But also, what I did was, while that's doing that, I usually do my sifting. So I'm gonna finish sifting. I'm gonna show you before I turn that back on. Just I kept a little bit of the flour out so y'all could see. Now usually I just sift one time, right? But this flour looked a little grainier or had a little more rocks in it or whatever. So this is all the sifting. You just put it in the top and twirl like that. That's it. So I've sifted this twice. That's all I'm going to do. I have some people I've heard 3 or 4 times. I've sifted once and it worked just fine. And see? No granules, no rocks. That's what you're looking for. You won't see nothing in there. If it is and it won't sift, then you toss that. You don't want that in your flour. And that's that. And I'm done with that. And that's done. I always keep a thing of hot dishwater when I'm cooking because cleanliness is next to godliness is what I was taught. So you just wipe down your mess and I'll sweep later, but you wipe down. And that's that. So I'm going to go back to the creaming part of this. Which is loud. And then I'll be back. So I got it about as creamy as I'm going to be able to get it. Let me show you. You know, my eggs over here waiting to go in. See that? See how creamier that is? It's like whipped cream. That's good. That's nice and creamy. See that? Look at that. You want it like that. You want it whipped really good. You got to do this with pound cakes. And you got to do step by step. Like your directions tell you. Like I say, I measure with my eyes, so it's kind of hard for me to describe sometimes how much of this or that is in stuff. While I was doing that, I did spray my pan. I used that Baker's Joy because it has flour in it, so I don't have to add flour. And with that, because the bottom comes out the way it's made, I make sure I get the cracks really well. Yeah, and I just make sure that's really good in there. Okay, so now we're going to go to adding our eggs, and you must do this one at a time. You must. I'm going to bring it down. Some. I don't want to go on as fast as it was. And I think I'm going to change my paddle. So now I have the paddle on here that I have now. It's like a paddle. It's folding it in. You don't want to keep whipping because you don't want to over whip your pound cake. So I use this one to fold it in pretty good. So I'm going to let this down and I'm going to add one egg at a time. You just want it to whip in there a little bit. You don't want to. Okay. And now that's in there. This is where I like to go ahead and add my flavoring. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of lemon. Here's the lemon. And then I still taste it. So if it's not where I want to, I'll probably do 2 tablespoons of vanilla because I like that vanilla taste. That's 1. Yeah, let's do 2. And 2. Then the butter, I only do a half because I got butter in here. I just like that extra butter taste. So I'm going to do a half of butter flavoring. It really boosts the butter flavor in here. You got to know because you don't want to go overboard. I'm sorry, I'm just putting the caps on it. Give it a quick fold. Okay. And then the next thing you do is you're wet. You got to go. That's where the buttermilk comes in. About a cup. I got a cup and a fourth in here. Sometimes buttermilk be real thick and it make the batter too thick. And so I have to add a little bit more. But it's a cup of buttermilk. And you can add a little more. Now, I'm supposed to be able to pour with this thing, the stuff in the top. The only thing that works is the wet. The dry, no. So, you add your flour, your dry ingredients first. So, you add in 3 parts. So, you don't put it all in there at one time. So, you want to do it in 3 parts. It's dry. And add some milk. You don't want to overbeat. And see, this is the thing. I'm going to eventually upgrade and get the one that picks it up. It's about $400, but I'm going to get it because I love this thing. It does what it needs to do, but I have to do extra little work. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this part, and I'll be back. So there it is. This is going to be a little thick. It's not like the box cake batter. So I'm getting ready to put this in my bowl. And that gets a little loud because I have to drop it so the air bubbles come out. So bear with me for a moment. Okay, so there it is. And pan. I have my stove preheated to 350. I'm sorry, 325, not 350. And you see back there, I'm getting ready to make my glaze in a minute when it's about halfway done. So I'm going to put it in the stove. So now I have it in the stove. I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour. So all the way around to the 0. And then I'm going to clean up while I'm waiting for that to do that and put that on the counter. Get started. I got to clean up my mess. But I'm going to do my glaze and clean up my mess. That's a whole nother video on how to make glaze. Clean up my mess. And I'll be back. So while I'm sitting here waiting on my pound cake to cook, I still got 45 minutes. So while I'm waiting on my pound cake to cook, I decided to go ahead and start making my lemon glaze. Had a brain freeze. I was looking up there at this guy somewhere, thinking if I wanted to use some people sift the lemon glaze, the powdered sugar, but nope. And I got this gadget, but I'm not going to use it. I like to do the pour. So I'm a gadget queen, like for real, and a sample cook queen. You know, real cookers when you see them, because they pantries look like this. Look at that, all that stuff. I had to turn part of this breakfast nook into a pantry because this house, as big as it is, doesn't have a lot of cabinet space. So we use what we got, right? Right. But anyway, let's go into this. So, my videos are really homey. You see me do what I do. So I got my big whisk. Why, I don't know. Uh-oh, see that joker trying to do that thing it does. Fall down. And I want it to stay straight. I don't need to be in the video. Y'all know what I look like. My hair ain't done this week. I go to the beauty shop on Friday. Can't wait. Every 2 weeks. So I'm going to do 2 cups of powdered sugar. You do 2 or 3. Make as much as you want or you need. I'm only doing, I'm not putting whole milk, or some people use heavy whipping cream. Some use whole milk. Me, I'm just doing lemon extract and a little bit of vanilla extract. I'm not using no teaspoons. Remember, I measure. And you have to be careful because this stuff gets wet and it doesn't take a lot of moisture to turn into a sauce. So I'm gonna do about a capful, which is probably a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and probably 2 capfuls of lemon. Maybe it's 2.5. But let's just, and you just stir it until you see if you need more, which I know I'm gonna need more. Definitely gonna need more. But you gotta be careful. You just do a little bit at a time. Okay. Because again, it doesn't take much for this at all. I'll just keep mixing it around. Add a little bit more vanilla. Because I'm not using that milk, mine will be more lemon forward. And I'm eyeballing this because I cook. But you keep using your measuring spoon so you don't mess up if you're a novice. See? Ooh, I should have got my little whisk. But this works. There we go. It's coming. Now, I think there is some white vanilla. I haven't gotten it yet. Yeah. I'm going to make it a little bit looser. But it's some white vanilla you can get if you don't want your glaze to turn color. And I don't mind it lemon forward or vanilla forward because it's a lemon butter. Vanilla pound cake. And there you go. That's your glaze. Mm-hmm. Good. And we're going to drizzle that. Now it turned a tannish color because of the vanilla. So that's okay. If you just don't want that color, you want it pure white, just use the lemon. But there is, I've seen it, clear vanilla that you can buy. I saw this lady, it looked like a yellow, but there we go again. Yellow tint. Okay? So the last step is to pull the cake out the stove and put my drizzle, let it cool down, put the drizzle on it. It has to cool. Your cake has to cool down. So good sit in there, good 30 minutes. Always sit it by the window with the breeze coming in. That helps it cool down. If you can't do that, don't worry about it. Just sit it on the stove and let it cool down. So now the pound cake's out the oven. We're just going to let it cool down about 20-30 minutes. So it's cool enough to take it out of the pan. I have my window cracked. Little breeze come in. Help cool it down. And the glaze is right there ready. Okay, so it's done. It's still a little warm, but I'm going to take this butter knife and gently go around the sides, guys. This is what you do. Gently go around the sides. Free it up. And then I have the bottom of my little cake pan. I lined it with parchment paper. Like that. We gonna do the flip and see what it turns out to be. Ooh, I heard it drop. I heard it drop. Now sometimes, see this cake batter right there? So I kind of do that just in case it's holding on for something. But it shouldn't. Boom! There it is. Ain't she pretty? I hope my uncles enjoy this. Look at that. So now what I'm going to do now is drizzle the glaze I made. And it's still loose. I'm going to whip it a little bit. And I'm going to pour it all over here. I'll tell you what I like to do. And you don't have to do this. It's just me. I like to poke little holes in it. Just so some of it can seep in there. Now you don't have to do that. That's just me. So go around. I'm just going to keep circling around. Get around the edges so it can drizzle over the edges. Look at that glaze. Look at that, y'all. Just do it how you feel. Go around them edges. And that's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Yep. And there you have it. MAMAQS Lemon Vanilla Pound Cake. Isn't she pretty? So, you can do this too. It's not hard. Just make sure you do step by step. Look at that. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? It's still a little warm. So, I'm going to let her sit. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And don't forget to click like and subscribe and click that bell so you can be notified anytime Mama Q. Yes, I am Mama Q. Q stands for Queena. My name, I really am Queena. It's really part of my name, Mama Q, and I am a mama of 5 beautiful adult and 1 child, teenager. So I love y'all. Oh no. I am so sorry. Y'all, that 1 minute that y'all didn't hear me, that was the glaze. There it is. Mama Q. I was telling y'all I'm Mama Q is for Queena. And I hope you enjoyed my video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Click that bell so you can be notified anytime I post content. And remember, when life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Come again soon. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And I'm also on TikTok under Mama Q. Facebook, Mama Q. Have a blessed day and be blessed. Bye-bye.